Alright, well welcome to your keyboard lesson, your mallet lesson. So before we start, this is a marimba. It's set up just like a piano, and it's, I don't know how many octaves, but it doesn't matter, I'm not going to use all of them anyway. So, to get started, I have another set of mallets right here. So if you remember from your snare drum lesson, it's going to be pretty much the same exact like grip that we had for that. If you remember. Okay, that's okay, no worries. And so, we're gonna take it, we're gonna balance it, or if you need to hold the other hand, on your, you can set that down. On your first finger, the first digit there, and then you're just gonna wrap your back 3 fingers around. You only want like, maybe 1 inch out the back, so it's not like too much. And then just like, turn your hand, like your palm down. Yeah, like that. You can grab the other one and do the same thing. It should kind of just like bounce, if that makes sense, like bounce in your hand. Yeah, you want a little bit more hanging out, like out the back on each hand. Yeah, just like that. And so just gonna do that in the air.
Like this?
Yeah, keep it nice and loose. Yep. So then just really quickly, this is like our full stroke motion. So C and G, we're just gonna do like.
Where?
C and G. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. You keep going.
Okay.
Yep, you're good. Yeah, that looks good. So now that we got that, we're gonna move on to 4 mallet playing, which is a little tricky, but you know, we'll get it. So I'm gonna do there's 2 types of grips. There's a Burton grip and then a Stevens grip. Personally, I've been using the Stevens grip more, just because I find it a little easier, I guess. So what you're gonna do, so you can set your mallets down for a second. So the important thing to remember with this one is that you want your palms facing each other. You don't want them like facing the floor like we just had. You want them like facing each other. Okay, so take your right hand and have like a slight bend to it, like slightly down. And then you're gonna make the Star Trek hand, if that makes sense, like where your fingers are apart. Yeah, nice. So you take 1 mallet, and then you're gonna put it in between, and kind of like leaning up against it, if that makes any sense.
Like inside?
Yeah, inside, and you're gonna wrap your ring and pinky finger around it. So it should be like in between your middle and your ring finger.
Like this?
Yeah, like that. And just kind of like wave that around. It should be like a little bit of like.
Oh, okay, like this?
Yeah, I mean, keep your hand more. So yeah, like that.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So take your other mallet. This is where it gets a little tricky. And you're going to just put it in like.
Oh, the same hand.
Yeah, the same hand. Yep. Put it kind of like in the meaty, fleshy part of your thumb, kind of. And you're gonna put your middle finger under it, so it's like resting on the first digit, and then just bring it down to the stick, your middle finger. It'll feel awkward at first, and we'll get more secure.
Like this?
Like here, like this. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, like.
Yeah, like that. And then you're gonna take your index finger and put it on the first digit, and then once you do all that, just gonna take your thumb and put it right on top. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if it's, yeah, that looks good. So it should be, when you hold it like this, it should be at like the same like height going across. Yeah, if they're not, then yeah, it doesn't. Wow. They don't need to be like super close, just to where it's like comfortable, if that makes sense. So it looks kind of weird when you look at it like this, just like a mass of like fingers, but it does feel a little weird. But just go up to the keyboard and see just any 2 notes and just like, yeah, just like that. So that's what we call that's what you just did. So, okay, before we do that, it's a couple things. You want to make sure there's only like Yeah, that's like perfect. Like only like an eighth of an inch, quarter of an inch of the stick out the back of your hand. So you have the most like motion. You want to keep it loose in your palm, like facing each other, like facing the, yeah. When you have both of them, like it doesn't need to be like this, but like just not like this.
Not-
Yeah.
Okay, so like
So
this
not
is
like
fine?
fully forward, like towards the floor, but like yeah, perfect. Yeah. So we're gonna do a stroke. It's called a double vertical. It sounds technical, but it's literally just you're doing both of them at the same time, like hitting two notes. So you can do C and G or C and F, whatever is more comfortable.
What's
Perfect.
this?
That's D. So you just
Oh.
yeah, yep. And we'll just go slow at first. Like dun, yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I feel like I'm hitting too many of them.
No, you're good. You're good. Keep going. I'm just gonna watch and see how you're. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah. Try to use your wrist a little more instead of like your arm as much as you are. Yeah. Yeah. Keep going.
That?
Mhm. Yeah, and you can bring your like your whole arm down a little bit more too. Yeah, to make it easier. Yeah. Yeah. Nice, just like that. Yeah. Cool. All right. Do you want to try both hands now? 4 mallets.
Okay.
Yeah. So keep that one just the way it is, and if you need to like use your like stomach or whatever, it'll help you get it. But
So it's like.
yeah. So then wrap your pinky and ring finger around. Yep.
This one goes on top.
Mhm.
Oh no.
No, you got it. If you need to, yeah, like adjust it. Yeah.
Like this?
It's pretty close. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks good. Yeah.
Why are they so close together?
Um. Hold on. So here, turn your hand over. Okay, so you want this one more like that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you need to, you can like pull this one out so it's like the same length. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So you want to try just like all 4 of them at the same time? Just go for it and see what happens. It doesn't matter what notes you hit. It doesn't, or at all. We're just experimenting. So.
Oh,
That's all right.
it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it is tricky at first. It's like awkward on the hands, but. Yeah, that's pretty good for your first.
Not as good in my left hand.
That's okay. So I'll take these back. Let's go back to one hand now. So what we're gonna do is, see, it still takes me a while to get this set up too, because I just learned it. So we're gonna do like single, like independent, like mallets now. So a trick that we learned in class is, so if we're gonna do, so on this hand it's the outside mallet. So if you have both of them, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, like the numbered mallets, and then outside, inside, inside, outside, if that makes sense. Like,
Yes.
yeah,
So this is the inside.
yeah, the inside. So we're going to start with our inside. It's going to be a little awkward. We're just going to do like one at a time. So what you're going to do is you can place it on any key is fine. And then you're going to hold this one still so it like rotates. Like you're going to turn your hand like you're turning a doorknob, sort of. Yeah, just like that. It's kind of awkward feeling at first, but yeah. Yeah, you want to get that rotation in there. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, and then we got that. Let's switch to the other one to be a little easier this time so we don't have to reach over. But the same idea, like that rotation, like you're turning a doorknob. Okay, so. Yeah, I mean that's like the basic idea. We don't have a whole lot of time in this lesson, but I mean yeah, for your first like lesson with like 4 Mallet grades, you did pretty good. So that's.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.